Howard, Barakat Howard Shai, Barakat Howard, Barakat Howard Shai, Barakat Howard, Barakat Howard Shai, Bahasur Hakodash. I want to give double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone Rule Well. Peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. As a high spirit, winning loyal. Today I want to go into some pre-camp talks, pre-camp discussions. All right, watching a few brothers' videos before I pull it up to camp. Like the brother, beloved brother, Elder Kazakia Allah. All right, and he was just going into a few things, and one of the things that he mentioned in his lesson was that the elect is going to get their independence. You see, the elect is going to get their independence. Let me step outside. Let me step outside. All right, the elect is going to get their independence. And long story short, all right, we don't have our independence. And when you read the book of Deuteronomy, 28th chapter, essentially, ultimately, it was about elect losing their independence. For example, when it says the stranger that is within thee, first of all, for a stranger that is within thee, you have to understand Israelite headquarters. All right, we had our own sovereign nation. So within our nations, we had strangers within us, dwelling within us. But it goes on to say the strangers that is within thee will get above thee very high. So now the stranger that is above you, this is banking system. You got to go through a foreigner's banking system. You have to use foreign currency because a Federal Reserve note is a foreign currency with foreigners' name on it, with strangers' faces on it. All right, with strangers' faces on it. You see? All right. So it says the stranger that is within thee will get above thee very high. So we're using foreign currency. All right. We have to work for this man. All right. The majority of us have to clock in to a 9 to 5, and it's already set up systemically that you're gonna work to pay some fucking measly car note, some measly fucking mortgage, or some measly fucking rent, man. All right. You gotta work to pay bills. All right. You gotta work to do all these different things, man. All right. The stranger that is within thee will get above thee very high. Okay. He shall lend to thee. Thou shalt not lend to them. Don't you understand? We had our own banking systems. Like you as a man with your own estate and your own inheritance. All right. With your own bank. You were a bank within yourself. So if you were a bank within yourself, you've gotten riches from being an indentured servant. You've accumulated riches from inheriting wealth from your father. You've accumulated wealth from merchandising. All right? You've accumulated wealth. Now you are your own bank. So according to the law, our laws, sovereign nations have sovereign laws. According to our laws, you can lend to a heathen, and you can charge that nigga usury. All right, you can charge him interest. All right, you can charge him interest, man. We were our own banking system, man. All right. Furthermore, all right, you couldn't charge interest to an Israelite brother, but you could charge interest, all right, to a heathen. All right, but because of the curses, we lost our independence. All right, because you know this is the day after Independence Day. You niggas popping firecrackers, all right, celebrating your oppressor's independence while your ass is still picking cotton, man. But in this setup, in this twilight zone, in this twisted dark nightmare, all right, no, the heathen lets you borrow his strange money, his foreign money, and he charges you interest. Take a $20,000 vehicle, all right, with a retail value of $20,000, $15,000. But by the time he tax your ass with principal, interest, this and that, it's a $40,000 vehicle, man. It's bullshit. But what does it say in Proverbs that our forefather King Solomon wrote? All right, it says the borrower is a slave to the lender. I believe it's in the NIV or the NLT. It straight up says a slave. The borrower is a slave to the lender, man. See, it's so many elements of living that we've been deprived of, man. It's so many beautiful particulars, so many beautiful components that make up a nation, man. There's so many beautiful components that make up a nation, man. So many beautiful components that make up a nation. Okay? That we've never experienced it. We've never lived it. We've never experienced circulating our own money, our own currency. We've never experienced barter systems within each other. We've never experienced giving your daughter to a brother, or, you know, basically selling your daughter to a brother, man. Giving your daughter off. We've never experienced arranged marriages. We've never experienced making moves for the collective. Because in this foreign country that we live in, under these foreign people and their foreign philosophies, they worship something called individualism. So you have 400 million people with 400 different mindsets, moving in 400 different ways, man. But they say, united we stand, these United States. And our people have adopted the ways of these foreigners, these heathen, Esau, Edom, particularly our women. And instead of pouring into our so-called last name, instead of pouring into our legacy, they're pouring into their ops, which is our ops. And they've aligned themselves with the ops. Now they're ops. You know, Keisha's an op. All right, but so she's poured into her enemy's power structure. In turn, we have nothing. All right. The stranger that is within thee will get above thee very high. You have to understand, an Israelite country, and within Israelite headquarters, a stranger was just that. He was a fucking stranger. He was a tourist. All right. You can set up shop here, but you borrowing from us. You're in our land, man. All right. A stranger can't oppress an Israelite. All right. See, right now we look at the heathen like they're blessed, like they have more than us. But in the kingdom, a heathen is property, man. It tells you in the law. I think one of my favorite chapters, at least in the Torah, in the law, is Leviticus, the 25th chapter, because it tells you the blueprint of how to run a nation. It gives you the blueprint about equity. All right, it gives you a blueprint about leasing land. It gives you the blueprint about having a Hebrew man as an indentured servant, and a blueprint about having a fucking foreigner as a slave. And what's the difference? After 6 years, an Israelite man will be free. But a slave nigga, man, an Edomite or a foreigner, that's your property. So when you go back to the Most High, just like your house, your land, your cattle was passed down to your offspring, so is those slaves, man. So when we get Israelite independence, when Israelites get their independence, when the elect get their independence, man. See, Isaiah 4:1 ain't just about getting some box, man. Isaiah 4:1 is not just about getting some sex, man. This is the building, this is the literal building of a nation. Right now, we're spiritually building the nation. We're spiritually building the house of David. But Isaiah 4:1, these are going to be the progenitors. The elect are going to be the progenitors, all right, within the house of David. So those women who get selected, all right, they don't get their balloons popped. You know, they don't get their balloons popped. You ever see the show Pop the Balloon? You know, the woman is not that attractive, niggas pop the balloon, or vice versa. They don't think the guy's attractive, they start popping the balloon. Nah, in the time of Jacob's trouble, if you don't get that balloon pop, man, you're gonna be the Rebecca of our nation. Be thou the mother of thousands of millions. A horn just blew when I said that, man. See, right now it's cool to be a thought, man. But in the time of Jacob's trouble, it ain't gonna be cool to be a thought. It ain't gonna be cool to have that Western energy. It ain't gonna be cool to have your own fucking reality. You're gonna have to live in our reality. You see? The Israelites are gonna get their independence, man. See, You know, sovereignty, man. Yes, we're gonna have gold. Yes, we're gonna have silver. Yes, we're gonna have precious stones. Yes, we're gonna have sex with concubines. Yes, we're gonna have beautiful women. But I don't even give a fuck no more, man. I want that independence, man. I want that independence. All right. We make movies about Wakanda. They make, well, not we. Movies are made about Wakanda, but truth be told, there was an Edomite that wrote that script, man. And it was some pro-woman vagina shit too. All right, but the reason why we like Wakanda, because deep down, we want our own shit. At least, you know, a good population of Jake. They're tired of the same nigga stories, the same drug dealer movies, the same. Because when they made Black Panther, man, niggas were showing up to the theaters with dashikis on, man. All right, so we do want that independence, and it's not gonna be black. It's not gonna be fucking black. It's gonna be the Southern Kingdom and the Northern Kingdom combined, two sticks combined. So, in layman's terms, today's terms is gonna be the so-called black man, Hispanic, Latino, and Native American man. Okay? But like it says in the scriptures, I know the Elder Kazak Ya'ala would quote the scripture. I think priest Yahshua quoted too, like Judah himself would dwell alone or something to that effect. All right, in the Baruch, it tells you that we're going to be lords over that land. See, man, I want independence, man. And of course, I want rulership. I want to dominate the earth. I want to dominate the earth, man. I under Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai, want to put the heathen into under subjection, man. All right, I want to dominate, put the earth under rule, man. I want to dominate the heathen, man. Like I said, I see women on this side, man. It's what today is Friday. You out handling business, you know. You're out and about. You might have to run to this particular establishment, that particular establishment, and you see attractive women. But you know that you can't, you know, they spirit can't deal with you. You know it's going to be like a clash of the East and the West. But you like what you see. But see, in the kingdom, these women are going to be under our estate, under our rule, man. So as time progresses, you know, we came in this truth as young men. We're still classified as young men. We were really young, and we had those libidos, man. And so you do think about women, because a lot of times when you first come into the truth, you may be deprived of women. But as you get older and you become a little more evolved in the truth, you realize, man, it's really about rulership, sovereignty, independence, man. All right, not being free from the claws of this damn devil, man. You know, seeing this man's face on a dollar bill is like a reminder you're in captivity, man. But that's pretty much the point. I think the point was made. You know, I think the point was made. Be thou the mother of thousands of millions, man. But Israel is going to have their independence, man. Like the elder Kazaki Allah said in that lesson he just did recently, the elect will get their independence, man. It's all about independence, man. Until the next time, Shalom.